everyone, it's Dawn and welcome to Indigo Bohemian Art. Today I've got a 14 by 14 canvas here and I've mixed up a few colors. I've got black, I've got white, I've got metallic cobalt blue, cadmium red hue, and cadmium orange hue. And I had the thought to do something a little different at the end of my pour, but to get to the end we actually have to start here. So I'm going to lay down a base of white. I am going to build a flip cup with some silicone. And I just want to, there's a little thing I want to try with the cells. So if you'll bear with me, we'll pour this painting and then we're going to just try and experiment on the cells. So I think I'll just speed this up a little bit so we can get to the good stuff. Okay, I've got my base of white down, but before I build my flip cup, I'm just going to drizzle a little black over here. I mean, we've all seen black bases and white bases, but let's just do something a little bit different just because we can. I don't think we have to be a purist about fluid art. I think it's a case of it's a cool medium. It is got all sorts of neat things that happen when you layer paint and your silicone. But today I felt like doing something a little different. So I'm going to build my flip cup. I'm trying to think. I don't know that you can see that far. So I'm going to build it over here so y'all can see it. And we'll start with white. And I just realized I hadn't put any silicone in anything. So today I'm going to do things a little different. I'm just going to put a couple drops between the colors. This is OGX Coconut Milk Hair Serum. My bottle fell on the floor and broke the squirty tip, so I put it in a different squirty bottle. And that's the story behind that. Now I'm going to go with the orange next. Well, I think I saw a little paint in there. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. I did have a little bit of trouble mixing that one up. I'm going to move on to the red before I go with the metallic cobalt blue, just because I don't mind a blue and red mix, but I really don't want the orange and blue to mix a whole lot. I think I'll just even add a little bit of white. And then we're going to add a couple more drops here. Just, there you go. Like that. And we'll throw our blue in. I mean throw. I said fro. Okay, there's the blue. And maybe a little more white on top. I don't know that I want to put any black in here because I don't necessarily want to make a bunch of shades of gray. But there's already black down on the white, so it could happen anyway. Orange on top. I'll just use that up because we can. All right, set that off to the side. I think red, white, blue. It's the end of the red anyway. All right, a little bit of white. Just save a little tiny bit of that, just in case. You never know when you might need a little bit of white. And the blue. I know you've heard me say this before, but I do love this metallic cobalt blue. It's kind of a metallic teal blue, and it's just so pretty. All right, and a little bit of white on top, kind of to sandwich the other colors. We're not going to call it a sandwich pour, but there we go. blasted it. Oops, out of there. All right. So you saw me put about, I think, 6 drops of the OGX in there. I'm going to take a clean palette knife and I'm just going to make an X through that. Hopefully to break up the silicone just a wee bit. I will put that up to the side here. And, well, I guess I'm going to quickly flip this because it's really hard to lift the canvas onto the cup. So, I'll just go fast. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we're going to leave it for a moment or two. I think, am I going to need, yeah. I'm going to use the end of my paintbrush when it's time to play with the cells. So I'm just going to set that out there for now. Letting the silicone, actually it's dimethicone in the OGX coconut milk serum, let it do what it wants to do there for a few more seconds. And then we'll drag and flip. Okay. Ooh. Some cool stuff happening there. All right. I think orange and blue can look so good together in a pour, as long as they don't turn into brown with the mud. Oh, there's quite a few cells popping. I'm wondering if I should grab my torch and help that out. It's just one step away. Bring it back. Does your torch look like this, full of paint? It honestly did not take that long for it to look that way. I just, yeah. Getting lots of little cells popping here, and then we can stretch them when we tilt. Okay. And we'll leave it like that for a minute. Kind of looks like a funky hot air balloon with a funky basket underneath. Or maybe like an alien skull. Yeah, it's funny what creatives can see in their art, right? Okay. I want to start moving this around a little bit. What will those black lines of paint do? I honestly don't know. I haven't tried this technique before. Might give us a little bit black, a little bit of black. Honestly, I'm not trying to mumble. I'm just trying to think and paint at the same time and speak. I'm learning how to do that. Or maybe the blush is going to run off. That's all right. Well, let's go corner to corner. We've got some really big cells. I don't know if they'll stay big, so I do have to stretch this. Oops, stay cup. I'm just going to catch this corner a little bit. I don't want to lose too much color. Back we go. Ooh, ooh. I don't know if you can see that. I have a chunk of paint, and I told you I had a chunk of paint. And I just found it. So we'll take that away, and then we shall resume our previously scheduled tilting. And away from the edge again. And I want to come and do this corner. See, when you don't stir your silicone into your paint, it doesn't break up so much into little tiny cells like we did today, because we actually put it in the cup instead of stirring it into the paints before we built the flip cup. And that makes for some really huge cells, as you can see. All right, let's come on down here and we'll work this corner next. Trying to go slow, but the anticipation of the end result always makes me want to hurry through. I admire people who have abundant patience. It is a virtue, but I don't want to call myself an unvirtuous painter. It's just, I struggle with that one. I cannot believe how huge some of these cells are. Wow. Well, that's, as my son would say, that's pretty dope. I think I'm too old to talk like that. I already date myself by saying things are cool all the time. Anyway, let's work to get this corner done, and then we'll see what else we can do with these cells. There we go. All right. There's still a bit of weight to the paint, so we can move it around and play just a little tiny bit. Let me have a look. That is actually kind of interesting. I don't know that I want to run that off, so I'm gonna stretch the paint in this corner just a little bit. Just move it down towards the middle. Gosh, that's very interesting looking. As is the paint on this hand. All right, well, I'm going to slip these gloves off because they're messy. At least the one is. I don't think I have to tilt this anymore, but I am going to torch it one more time. Just to see about a few more cells. So you can do that thing I told you I wanted to do. I have no idea. I think I just wiped paint on my face. I have no idea if this will work the way I think it will. I used to have, well, long ago, I used to be one of those nail technicians. You would know looking at these nails now. But I had these marbling tools, which I no longer have, but I've ordered some, which I think would work better. But I wanted to see what we could do manipulating the cells. So I'm just going to hop right in here. Grab a paper towel, because I'm going to dip more than once here. And I wondered if you could manipulate the cells. They're kind of semi-round looking. Just see if you could make them a little flower shaped. That's not a very great flower shape, but it is kind of interesting. So I'm just going to hop in and play with some of these other ones. If there's one thing you'll always find me doing, it's encouraging you to try new things, to experiment and to play. Art is about being creative. It's fine and dandy to see someone else's work and say, hey, I'd like to try that. But you're your own person. with your own hopes and dreams and idiosyncrasies. And I think that should come out in your art. Okay, this is looking a little more flower-like over here. Or four-leaf clover-like. Yeah, I want to play with the cells like this for a couple of minutes, so maybe I'll speed this up. Just so it doesn't seem like it takes forever for you. I think that's all I want to play with today. It's added a little bit of interest here and there, not a lot, but I think if you did a flip cup where you had a lot of medium-sized cells and maybe the proper tool with the like the marbling tool with the ball on the end, I think you might be able to get some really cool effects. So anyways, there is this is my flip cup painting with complementary colors and some cell manipulation. And I'm going to come right back with a close-up for you. So stay tuned. Okay, here I am, and I am back with your close-up. So we have a few spots where the colors are muddied a little, because obviously orange and blue are complementary colors, and they make very nice shades of mud. But for the most part, the colors have stayed true. My whites have been tinted by the orange and the red mostly. But you know, I kind of played around with made some little flowery shapes that are still holding up. It's only a few moments later though. But I do like the contrast in this, and some of these cells are huge, and that was from not mixing it into the paint but just dropping it into the flip cup. So tried a couple different things that were different, and I hope you are encouraged to try out some new things for yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate that you spent some time with me in my art. Before you go, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out some of my other videos. Thanks again for watching. You have a great day. See you next time.